If you own the only 3 dragons in the world, how would you train them? The growth space for the young dragons is extremely vast. As time goes by, their inherently fierce and unruly characters gradually reveal themselves. At this moment, Daenerys knows that, even though the 3 dragons hatched because of her and she became the mother of dragons, she simply can't tame her own children. Because they are not like hounds that can absolutely obey orders, but rather, what makes people tremble with fear is that Drogon starts to target the sheep flock in search of food. Looking at the dragon with such a huge body, the little boy is so frightened that he collapses on the ground. Then Drogon breathes out dragon fire, grabs a well-cooked prey, and flies towards the distance. Not long after, in the palace of Myreen's headquarters, the owner of the sheep flock finds Daenerys. He opens the package in his arms, and inside are a pile of charred sheep bones.
It was your dragons, he says. They came this morning for his flock.
In order to make up for the loss of the shepherd, Daenerys finally chooses to compensate him with 3 times the money. But then the next commoner who comes to have an audience with her arrives at the palace with a package. However, his package is different from others. It's not until the commoner opens the package in despair that everyone's expressions instantly turn ugly, because inside the package is the charred body of a child. Daenerys, who sees this, doesn't know what to do. She can compensate for the burned sheep flock with money, but what can she use to compensate for a human life? In order to prevent the young dragons from wantonly harming innocent lives any longer, Daenerys makes a heart-wrenching decision. She takes the remaining 2 young dragons to the dungeon. With a heavy heart, she puts shackles on her own children. Once, Daenerys promised the slaves that, as a queen, she would liberate all the slaves and give them back their freedom. But now, she has put collars on her own children. Finally, with sobs, Daenerys closes the door of the dungeon.